contractor in Church Street.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And he was in with Joyce, was he?
Well, they were.
But I've got. Joyce was a smith and machinist.
Yes, well, they used to be the same. I think they used to be in together.
Oh yeah.
Of course, that Hoskyns, I don't know where you ever heard of them. They went in Newbury in a big way in the later years, but I don't think everyone knew Hoskyns and Sons.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. They went to Newbury from there, but they used. I think there were workshops.
And in the Croft.
Yeah.
There was a line of cottages round where the surgery
That's
is
right.
now, wasn't there?
Yes. They
were just private, were they?
That was longest man, the woman's next door, Phelps' grandfather, her grandfather, Phelps. They lived old cottages, one up and one down. And then Mr. Oakes, Lee Scrow Oakes, his father bought it, and he had a blacksmith shop built there.
Yeah.
And he used to make fancy gates, gates. He used to be a good man in making gates. Well, my father worked for him for years as a blacksmith.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yes. That's all there. And then, of course, we're that other little cottage on the corner there, as you come opposite your surgery, where young
Martin
lives. There was another man named Hedges lived in there. He was a little builder. He used to push a wheelbarrow about, doing his odd jobs. And then where the clubhouse is now, there was a man lived there. He was a signalman on the railway. Mr. Buckridge, I think. Buckridge, I think his name was Buckridge. Either Buckridge or Betteridge. Buckridge, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think Mr. Woodridge,
yes.
He bought that and gave that in time to the club that is now, and also where the clubs are, that was all his ground.
Where the bowling green is.
Yes, because in my younger days, they used to hold a cattle market round in them little fields.
Really?
Fat stock show.
Cool.
And then our man used to, and Mills used to have one or two old place sheds around. They used to train horses around, jumpers and all different things.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Somebody told me once that the canal, there was a little branch off the canal that came into where the tennis court is now.
They call the repair bay.
Oh,
so they used to come in there and repair the barges in there.
Did they really?
That's where they trucks all the
grass
in now. If ever you go down in the summer, I don't know what they do now, but you can see grass snakes yards and yards long over in there, because it gets in that grass in the heat. Water snakes.
And you remember seeing the boats in there?
I don't know. I remember the barges on the canal.
But not in that cut?
May have done, but
yes.
they used it when I was a boy.
Yes. Yeah.
But see, in that wharf then, look, when
yes.
we go back down that way, when we come down Church Street, so you come on down Church Street, there's nothing much down, well, only where
the fire station and the car park is now, that was all the garden
that
of...
was Dr. Barker's.
That was all Dr. Barker's garden. Tremendous garden then, wasn't it?
He used to have big orchards there.
Horses?
No, orchard. He used to have horses. He used to have horses, because there was his old coachman's name, and we used to call him Dr. New.
Dr. New.
Do you know Mrs. New down the flats?
Yes.
Well, her husband's father was the coachman.
Oh, really?
Percy New's father was coachman, so I tell you, going back some years. Yes, Dr. New we used to call him when he's great, but he used to drive miles with the doctors,
Yes.
Right out here to Oxenwood and Fosbury.
Yes.
All done me ponies, look. Yes, of course, that was used to, then there was the surgery there, look.
Yes.
Where Dr. Major and Dr. Barker had.
That was on the side?
That's right, but in the big house, there was a man lived in there before they weren't called Mr. Morton. No, not Morton, Moreland.
Moreland.
Now I'm going to tell you about him. We had an old chap after old Mr. Trunkley down here finished layman on the common. An old chap named Mr. New took his job. And he used to live up Strongerville, but he used to come up down from town street about 4:30 mornings. And he always wore clogs. And he used to come by this old big house, clog, clump. And this old boat made him complain about it. He used to wake up. So they couldn't say nothing about it. So what he done? He told that old chap to go over to the shoemakers and get on and put rubber soles on all these clogs. And that's what he done. He did, so he couldn't make no noise with it. And yet, you wouldn't believe this. The same as the town clock, when they stopped that clock from chiming the hours during the night. They can't stop them trains running over for the noise, can they? So why the difference? Wonder why?
That's right.
Well, that's what they done. They did that clock.
Yeah.
He stopped me down there, really.
Not at night.
After 11 o'clock.
Not at night.
No. He used to chime all through the night at my time.